will sub you until you find a new job, won't we, Jerry?
Over the next few months, Martha's voicemails became the podcast of my life.
Alright, what is going on, gang? It is your boy Taco. We are back with more Baby Reindeer, episode 6 and episode 6 and episode 7. I want to watch both of those today. You know, go ahead and finish out the series. This has been a journey for me. I've loved the storytelling. I love the openness of the character. I love how they haven't just right out told you how to feel about Donnie or Martha. They let you come to your own conclusions with as more information is given, and you know, it's not like between the two characters, it's not like one character is completely right or one character is completely wrong. They both are playing roles in each other's lives that are detrimental to their own mental health and stability. Martha, more so whenever she interacts with Donnie, is just becoming very unstable. Donnie more so keeps engaging and wants whatever it is that he gets from Martha. He's battling with a lot of things himself in terms of his sexuality, what he likes, his embarrassment of who he loves, and things like that. And I've loved a lot of the side characters as well too. Terry is a standout for me. And I actually I think her name is Kelly or Khalees. Kelly, I think it's Kelly. I liked her as well too. And I like her mom. Actually, I really liked all the characters. It's been a great show. I even do like, I don't like his actions, but the person playing him was doing a good job of doing the offender dude. He was doing a good job of his role, you know. So much so that like you almost feel like you want to hate him, like you want to hate his face, but you have to remember, you know, he's just playing a character in the story. It's not like he's truly that individual. So he's doing a good job in his role as well too. Hopefully we can see him in some other roles so it can kind of clean up what we're forced to see him as in Baby Reindeer. I would love to see him in something else a little more lighthearted or something like that. But let's get into it. Let's watch this show. This was so far, which has been a masterpiece of a show.
It always amazed me how Martha managed to surpass herself with new and twisted ways of getting to me, but involving my parents.
Oh yeah.
That was next level.
Well, showing up to her house is next level too.
A lot of panic, crying maybe, a hell of a lot of explaining.
Aye, and I've told you call me again, I'll come to London and cut your legs off. Yeah, you had your legs. Oh, you will you? Well, that's going to be pretty hard to do with no legs, let me tell you.
How did she get his mobile?
The receptionist at work gave it to her. Said she was a client. You know, she spent yesterday phoning round his colleagues, calling him a pedo, telling them he fiddled her when she was a child.
Oh, says the man pretending to be a lawyer. You call me again, I'll make sure you breathe your last, you cow of a...
At least somebody's letting her know about herself.
Great work, Dad. I shouldn't have bothered coming up.
Who is she, Bear?
She came into the pub and she's been pestering me for some time.
Oh my God, have you quit?
No, because that would mean she wins.
Oh, it's not about winning, Donnie. It's about your safety. I mean, we will sub you until you find a new job, won't we, Jerry?
It's about winning.
Oh, for goodness sake.
It's fine, okay? The police are aware of the situation. So give him a call, get him down here. He'll be over soon, all right? I promise.
Oh my gosh, you calling him again? Oh no, it's a different call. Something's happening.
Is that you, Reindeer?
Oh. Whoa. How'd she know he picked up? Dude, what?
I understand this is a harassment case. Who is the person in question?
He's a chew.
I'll tell you what, Jerry, why don't you let us handle this?
I'm sorry. I like his character.
And she's been, like, stalking me for a while. I have this harassment warning out against her, so I assume now that she's contacted my parents, she's broken it, right?
Technically, she's not harassing you, she's harassing your parents.
You're kidding me.
Look, if you want a quick resolution, your parents would be best off making a separate allegation up here.
No, just do it. Just do it.
Shall we begin?
I like adding that just to show how nonchalant the cop is.
Watching on as Martha kept calling.
Are you come back for more, have you?
Seeing the toll it was taking on my parents. My dad's croaky voice from shouting.
Could you pour me some orange juice?
My mum forcing this sentiment onto everything I did.
You're a good boy.
So it wasn't long before I decided to take action myself. I figured if the police were too slow to act, too slow to protect us, then Martha might do something worse. It was time to take matters into my own hands.
No, it's not, Donnie. What are you? You're at her house? Oh hell.
Martha!
Leave my family alone. Leave my family alone. If you don't, we will never be together. Do you understand?
She's gonna tell her something.
If you leave my family alone,
here you go.
I will hang your curtains tonight. I want to make sure I get it right, though.
He just want to smash her.
Put it in an email. What you want to do to me. How you want me to hang them. But I like it rough, okay? So make sure it's as sick, twisted, as depraved as you can write it.
Oh yeah, Reindeer.
Playing with her. Even that to incriminate her is kind of up. Like, Donnie is no saint. Donnie is no saint. He better not. But you had sex with her.
Please note this interview is being recorded. You are not under arrest and you are free to leave at any point.
Thank you.
Because she know what you did.
You're also entitled to independent legal advice if you so wish.
I don't think that's necessary.
Well, in that case, please know this interview is being held under caution.
Wait, sorry, what's going on?
No, Donnie.
Did you meet Martha Scott in the street yesterday?
Yeah, like by chance.
Did you ask her to send you a sexually threatening email?
No.
Look at you lying. But she had something on her. She recorded it.
I want to make sure I get it right, though.
Because you're a idiot, Donnie.
Put it in an email.
You're a idiot.
Martha had taped everything.
Sure, I'll come.
Everything we'd ever done.
I'll hang your curtain.
The curtain references.
You're. She had everything recorded? Dude. I don't know if that's just added for this, but if she really did, dude. See, now, regardless if that part's true for the story or not, I like this being added into the story for Netflix because now you can't hide what you've been doing, Donnie. You've been playing along, so you need to be confronted with your own wrongdoing. You know, you've got to play around and talk bad about Martha to everybody else. Oh, she's this and she's that, even though you could have cut some of that off. So, yes, this needs to happen.
This one time I joked about checking her out. This other time we laughed about my size. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I remember that feeling. That caught red-handed. Time stood still. Bomb in a war zone. Hot flush. Madness.
She's taped everything?
Well, I can't speak for everything, but she also showed us an email from you soliciting for sex.
No, that was my friend on my account. He did it for a laugh. She's harassing my parents. I just needed it to stop.
I sympathise with your position, but you must allow us to do our job. In a certain light, this could be seen as entrapment. But Miss Scott does not wish to take any action against you.
I'm sorry?
Miss Scott does not wish to take any action against you.
Against me?
I suggest you apologise.
And leave her alone.
Apologize? To her? Are you kidding me?
Leave her alone, Donnie.
How would I even apologize?
We can pass along your apologies and then suggest to her very strongly that the two of you part ways. The police do not want to hear from either of you again.
You're putting us on an even playing field.
It's pretty even.
Tell her I'm sorry.
It suddenly dawned on me that Martha knew exactly what she was doing, exactly how to get to me and still evade the law. It's because she's been here countless times before. She was a repeat offender, a seasoned pro. My stalker was a seasoned pro.
How could you be so stupid, Donnie? Framing her. What the hell were you thinking?
I know.
No, you don't know.
I'm worried I might bump into her. And now you're telling me I'm stuck with that for the rest of my life?
Well, maybe you could take your socials down for a bit.
That's your suggestion?
Well, or at the very least, get rid of all the rainbow unicorn stuff. You know, protect yourself.
Are you serious? That's your recommendation? Hide myself.
Well, if you're worried about her opinions, don't give her the bait.
You.
I mean, what's wrong with having to lie low for a bit until this is all sorted?
Donnie, do you hear yourself? Everything you just said would be perfect if you had took your own advice. Like, what? Like, what is he talking? I mean, he's right, but you should have did this.
Do you understand what it's like to get to a place in my life where I can even walk out the door?
It sounded like you were blaming me for all this.
Donnie.
She's mentally ill, Donnie.
I feel Terry because there's a lot of people that feel like that. Like they've kept themselves locked up for so long that whenever they do have a chance to come out, yeah, they do want to be able to express themselves, even that's on social media and all that type of stuff.
Only you could make out that having a violent stalker ruining my life is somehow my fault.
Bro,
You really want to go there? I think you love it.
it does.
I think it fits you perfectly having her in your life. Seeing you as the thing you try so hard to be.
Get him, Terry.
She's the embodiment of all your nasty repressions. bottled up into one human being.
It's the perfect storm. I think I said that in episode 5.
You can't let her affect us like this.
It's not her affecting us, it's you. I can't be in this anymore.
I don't know.
I can't have this endless disorder in my life.
Oh, hold on. Are you breaking up with me? Because of her?
Because of you!
No, because of you.
You don't even see it.
I knew it was over with Terry. She shut off her mind towards me the second she turned away. Done. Gone.
As she should. Honestly. You gotta figure out what you got going on with this first.
And now at rock bottom, the only positive I could glean from the whole situation was that it couldn't get any worse from here. Surely, it couldn't get any worse from here.
It could get worse. She could start messing with your ex. Or your parents again. Oh, hell.
No, you can't come in here.
You can't stop me.
Yes, I can. You're barred. Diggsy, get Gregsy, will you?
He's clocked off early.
Why?
I guess I'll just sit here and wait then.
No, you won't. I'll call the police.
Do it. See how far that gets you. The last I heard, they're washing the hands of the both of us. You cannot deny a woman hydration when she's coming on. That's illegal.
Oh, she done looked up all the laws. She gonna throw the glass on the ground? I'll serve myself.
Wipe that glass clean if I were you. Yeast fingers all over your pint. You should see the woman he's with. His lady friend. A skank. We call him Hunchy around here because of his gutter taste in women. He's a comedian, by the way.
Oh, that's gonna get him.
Not a very good one. The kind of stuff you see on TV.
Tell us a joke, mate.
No, he doesn't do jokes, this one. It's with props, googly eyes on kettles, weird crap. Very immature. You should Google it.
What do I Google?
Shite 2-bit comedian. Try Donnie Dunn comedy.
He's looking it up too.
Yeah, check out Jimmy Carr.
Jesus, mate. Is that meant to be funny?
I know.
Why is he feeling her right now?
Mate, I don't think you should be reading your jokes from your notepad, should you, pal?
No, it's part of the act, apparently. It's anti-comedy, it's called.
Well, certainly that.
Yeah.
Huh?
So true.
I tell you what, mate. Why don't you Google something else?
Uh-oh.
Serial stalker torments barristers, death, child.
Oh. What the? Oh my God.
Come on. Oh. Jesus, what the was that about?
No, you were a part of it. I'm annoyed. That's He didn't even watch.
We'll make sure she doesn't come within a fucking mile of this place ever again.
A mile? Why would they say a mile? Wouldn't they say kilometer? I'm sorry. They're not American, right? They don't say miles unless it's just... I feel like they would never say that. Sorry, I really honed in on that line that doesn't matter. That's the perfect song. He started a joke and didn't know the joke was on him the whole time. I would love to have the soundtrack for this show. You gotta go do some stand-up? Well, this could be therapeutic or a car crash. It's hard to feel bad for you, Donnie. You're doing a lot of this to yourself, brother.
Are you sure you're okay doing this? Yeah, I'm fine. Well, you're up next, dude.
I feel a full meltdown coming on. Donnie. Maybe it's time to switch to the routine, brother. Yeah.
Oh, boy. Of course he didn't see anything in it. Of course he didn't. He only saw me.
What? Oh, in the comedy. Is that what he's talking about? Martha only saw him? Is that what he's saying?
I used to think, right, genuinely, hear me out here, right? I used to think that what you're seeing here was like breaking the mold. You know, I'd watch the other comics rising above me, and I never understood why them and not me, but then bam, reality smacks me in the face. I am so naive.
Oh, yeah.
I was so naive in thinking that this was something special, that when a writer sweeps you off your feet and says, hey, you've got it, kid, let's make you famous.
Oh, he's, yeah, meltdown.
You believe every word he's going to say to you, because it's the words you've wanted to hear your entire life, right? I believe in you as much as you believe in yourself. And you'll do just about anything in the world he asks of you, because fame encompasses judgment, right? And I feared judgment my entire life. That's why I wanted fame, because when you're famous, people see you as that, famous. It's the guy from that thing. It's the funny guy. And I wanted so badly to be the funny guy. your red light, I'm finishing. So when this writer says he only works with wild ones and to face my own fears, well, it's not long before I'm round his house taking boatloads of drugs every single weekend. And isn't getting groomed magical? Before you realize you're actually getting groomed, until you're passing out from GHB on his living room couch while he tears at your trousers with his disgusting hands. And you know it's wrong deep down what he's making you do, but you just keep going back. And you start to think, is my self-respect so low? Is my lust for success so high that I will repeatedly go back to this man's house and let him abuse me for a little peep at fame? I just had to keep going. I just had to get... Anything funny to say, boys? My confidence is so low, right? You'll enjoy this. That I let this mad into my life. I work in a bar, you see, and I gave her this cup of tea on the house. She was crying, and I wanted to cheer her up, but she kept coming back in, time and time again, and I knew she was growing attached, but I still went along with her to satisfy my own stupid need for attention, hence the face. She did this to me. That's what abuse does to you, you know? It made me this sticking plaster for all of life's weirdos, this open wound for them to sniff at. I knew she was mad, and I knew she was dangerous, but she flattered me, and that was enough.
I don't need to add anything. I just want to say the writing is brilliant. The writing is really brilliant. I like this moment for his character. Yeah, he's digging at himself in a stage full of people. I don't need to add anything to what he's going at. He's getting it.
I really think one of us is going to have to die now, and I'm not a killer. Yeah, go on, walk out. There'll be puns in the next section. There's a guy back there dressed as a train conductor. I'm sure that's going to be funny.
I'm sorry.
I met this trans woman. You should see her. She's the most beautiful person you've ever met, and I just couldn't love her. I see what it was that I lost in her, and moreover, I see why I messed it up in the way that I did. And it's because of this, right? It's because I loved one thing in this world more than I did her, right? One thing. And do you know what that one thing was?
Attention, yourself.
Hating myself.
Hating yourself, yeah.
I love it. I'm addicted to it. I don't know anything else. Because God forbid ever taking a chance at life. God forbid ever taking a chance at happiness. And that's why I messed it up with her. Because I hated myself so much more than I loved her.
I mean, this is there's nothing really to add to it. This is just a beautiful moment. It's tough, but it's like, yeah, the whole series, everything that's led up to this has been that. It's been a story about him loving, hating himself, doing everything to make himself feel a certain way, or not fully accepting what's going on, or trying to twist things into certain stuff. Like, why do you want to keep with this? Like, why do you like that need for Martha to be, like I said, they're the perfect storm for each other. From what he's been through and what she is, it's created this. I mean, it's like, I don't know, it's a perfect storm. And I don't mean perfect with a positive, what's the connotation? With the negative connotation. It just makes the perfect storm.
And I loved her so very much. I've spent my whole life running away. This competition, this was just another 100 meters in a marathon I was never going to finish alive. So I'm going to stop running now, because I just don't have the legs for it anymore. I just don't.
This is one of the greatest shows.
Don't really know how I started coming up with all this, to be honest.
You needed that, though.
Oh, actually.
Proper condoms, proper.
Donnie. You made us laugh. That's so stupid.
Are there any questions? I look forward to winning this competition.
I'm sorry. That's a great way to feel. I don't have a wrap up for this episode. We're going straight into 7. I don't have a wrap up. That was just it was masterful the entire way through. That was I've been saying this a lot lately with shows, but I really don't have much to add to that. Just the acting, the whole scene there, you feel really drawn into what he's saying, because it's just this moment that's been built up. It's good, so I guess this is his turning point, his realization that he's helped cause a lot of that was going on in his life, and I guess episode 7 we'll wrap it up, and we'll see where we go from there. That was a horrible conclusion for that episode. Like I said, I don't have much thoughts right now. Let's see what 7's talking about. All right, we're right back. Let's get into episode 7. Let's wrap it up. Baby Reindeer. Let's finish strong.
A random audience member recorded me on the sly and uploaded the video to YouTube, and it went viral. In a matter of weeks, I went from a walking ghost to the center of a media storm. It was so overwhelming that I almost didn't notice that Martha had stopped emailing, too distracted by all the new work opportunities to take notice. Something took over, and I just...
And maybe that's how he got the Netflix thing.
Radio shows, bigger gigs, better crowds. Everyone suddenly wanted a piece of me, and my career sprung into surprising action.
Out of pain.
For the first time in my life, I really felt like I was going somewhere.
And he's walking in his truth.
Donnie, die!
And he can be himself.
For those of you that have seen the viral video, don't worry. I'm not going to go into all that again. Although there is a guy in the front row here looking at me a bit funny. Is it possible to get a DBS check on this guy, please?
I couldn't keep up with it all. Everything that was happening. It was like my life began 3 decades in, and all I needed to do to achieve it was to be honest with myself.
I'm happy for you, Donnie.
Hello?
I wasn't going to speak to you ever again, but I've just been putting down the basics regarding what you said on stage. See, do your parents know about all that in the video, yeah? The shirt lifting and the guy half hanging out of you. I mean, should I tell them? Probably fair to know their son's an ugly little bum boy. It's the least you deserve for all those things you said about me.
And just like that, at the worst possible time during the most important moment of my professional life, Martha got my number. How the could I let her get my number?
Oh, she emailed him. No, just change your number. Just change your number. Just change your number, brother.
I don't think your dad looks like the accepting type.
I couldn't tell if Martha was bluffing, or if she would actually do something as awful as tell my family. Either way, I unplugged from her for a few days and made plans. I just had to get to my parents before she did.
Look, I don't know whether you've seen this video of me that's been going around online.
No, Bear, I'm not on social media anymore. And your dad
isn't a moron.
Sorry.
It's this video where I confess a lot of things. I feel very confused. I don't really know anything anymore, but I'm trying to, like, get through it. I don't think I'm straight anymore. I think I'm probably, like, bisexual. Maybe it's a journey. Anyway, but it's one that I need to go on with your support. These past few years have been really difficult, and I think you can have a choice now between a bi son or a gay son, whatever I become, or a dead one, because I can't handle it anymore. Keeping it in.
Oh, love, that's easy. If you're giving us a choice like that, then there's no question which one we're going to go for.
Please, just let me finish. And I sort of speak about other things in the video too. I was,
Dude.
by a man.
Oh my God.
I'm fine, all right, I promise. But I spoke about it in this online video, and now everyone knows. I just feel so embarrassed. I guess I never wanted you to know because I didn't want you to think less of me.
Oh, Donnie, of course we do. You're our son, whatever happens.
I just feel less of one, having let something like that happen to me.
But you didn't let it happen. You weren't to blame.
Would you see me as less of one?
What?
Would you see me as less of a man?
Well, no.
I grew up in the Catholic Church.
Sorry, I don't understand. Jesus, I don't know what to say.
You don't have to say anything. Just know we are always here. Oh, Bear, I'm so sorry.
I slept 12 hours that night and woke up to a new dawn. I felt lighter somehow.
I don't want to say it's beautiful, but like, and when he's thinking, I don't want you to think less of me, a man, all these things that he's been keeping contained in his head for years. The person that, in his life is probably the manliest of men, is the person he never wants to make them think less of him as a man. He tells him in that moment, would you think, and just him being there for his son and being able to have that moment with him, would you think less of me? It's not a joke, but saying I grew up in the Catholic Church, it's like he's telling you without telling you. I've been touched too. Like things have happened to me as well too, and that has to be so like. Can you imagine the weight that has? Like he said, he slept 12 hours, like a peaceful sleep. He woke up and felt renewed. Like, can you imagine how? If your parents got you and she can't try to make them feel a certain way about you, and you went and you told them, and the whole world knows, and you're completely walking in your truth. How liberating that has to feel. It's probably one of the greatest days of his life. That's probably what he's about to say. It's one of the greatest days of my life.
By the sudden peace I found within myself, I spent the next few days in Scotland with my phone off, enjoying the quiet.
That's only the second time we've had him in a shower too, right? And I love the even though that was quick, and I don't think they meant anything by it. The complete opposites of the shower scenes. The last time he was in the shower, he's at one of his lowest moments. He's even the water's hitting him, and it hurts his ass. What's just happened to his right, but now it's light. He feels refreshed in the shower, and he's like, I'm with my parents, chilling, having a day.
There was no need to be afraid anymore. There was never any need. And by the time I boarded the train back down, I really felt like there was nothing in my way. Nothing, of course, apart from Martha.
Good luck with a transsexual.
Yep, thank you, Dad. Just...
So he wants to get Terry back. Oh no.
You stood there like a guppy, wafting that right under my nose.
Oh no.
And you're expecting me to do what?
His egg.
She's ringing me now, literally, as I stand here.
I can see that, Mr. Dunn.
Well, then do something about it. You can't ring somebody that many times in a day, surely.
Well, no, you can't. But obviously, with unknown numbers, it's very difficult to prove who it is it's actually calling.
He's got voicemail.
How'd she get your number, anyway?
She'd stopped emailing, so I sent an out of office, and it must have replied to her.
Well, it's got to hurt, giving it away so easily after managing to keep it from her for so long.
Why is that helpful?
What about her phone number? Have you tried blocking that?
Of course I've tried, but you can't block unknown numbers on a smartphone. You should know this. I mean, can't you just go into the back there and listen to all the voicemails she's been leaving me?
But we can't listen to that many voicemails, I'm afraid. We simply don't have the resources.
Oh, my God, so what? I just change my number and let her win again?
It's not about winning. Just change your number.
I need to speak off the record here, but...
Is she the...
It might make sense to keep your number and wait for her to say something that we can use to expedite this case.
You're serious?
Merely a suggestion. Go home, mark down moments where she says something threatening. She's leaving you numerous voicemails a day. Chances are there'll be something there we can use.
No, I'm starting to think he's the other cop.
Over the next few months, Martha's voicemails became the podcast to my life.
Holy.
She was there in my ears all the time.
Don't forget what I also said to you about confidentiality.
Her voicemails playing out this retrospective of our entire relationship together. She remembered everything with such lucidity. Chats, the laughter, the false promises. Sometimes I couldn't believe the meaning she would glean from the most implausible of places.
You surrendered to me that day, didn't you?
I started to download them, log and categorize them, color code them into different emotions and subjects. It became an obsession. I ignored work calls, cancelled gigs and interviews.
Why?
Why she was the way that she was.
Well, I guess he turned this into a different situation, but...
In fact, over time, I found myself relating to her all over again. Our shared insecurity.
Donnie.
The same things at night which kept us from our sleep. The way she managed to distract me from all the things that I'd lost.
Hey.
She threatened me many times, said stuff that was violent or phobic, about me, or Terry, or the abuse, but still I found myself ignoring it.
Has anything new come up your side that we should know about?
Donnie.
No?
You've made so much...
Our empathy, our guilt.
What is going on? You made so much progress to... Is it a relapse? Like, what are you doing? Come on, Donnie.
So when I did eventually report her, I only did it because she started on my family. I only did it because it felt like a risk I couldn't take any longer.
Where I can just about stab anyone in England, in Britain. So you better watch what you're saying, because maybe one day I will stab someone.
That's it.
Martha was arrested the next day and charged with 3 counts of stalking and harassment. And by the time a date was set for her plea hearing, I really couldn't tell whether it was putting an end to her fascination or mine.
You are charged with the harassment of Mr. Donald Dunn. Are you guilty or not guilty?
She better not say not guilty.
Guilty?
You are charged with the stalking of Mr. Donald Dunn. Are you guilty or not guilty?
Guilty?
You are charged with the harassment of Gerald Dunn and Eleanor Dunn.
Golly.
Are you guilty or not guilty?
Guilty? A little reindeer.
Miss Scott, you have pled guilty. I will ask the CPS to prepare a pre-sentencing report. You will remain in custody until then.
Bro. Dude.
Martha was sentenced to 9 months in prison, and a 5-year restraining order was issued that same day. And there, in that courtroom, was the last time I ever set eyes on her.
Okay. Yeah, it's sad. He's gonna write this story. It's him writing this.
Oh, Keely.
Francis called. He's pretty concerned about you. Says you've barely come out your room in weeks.
Do you want to come in?
Yeah. What's all this?
Oh, it's Martha's stuff.
I thought she'd been sentenced.
She has, but I'm still trying to make sense of it.
And how's that going?
I'm getting closer.
Yeah, you'd hope so, looking at all this.
Yeah, it's crazy. I still have all the voicemails from when I downloaded them for the police. See, I've split them into all these folders, capturing all her different emotions. I've been doing it for weeks now, and there's still a ton I haven't listened to yet. Because when you see them all splayed out like this, you really do get a sense of just how mad she was.
You look awful.
Feel awesome.
How's the comedy going?
Giving up. It's nothing like getting everything you want in life to realise it's not for you. Why are you here?
I want you to move back to my mum's place. Sort yourself out a bit.
I can't. I've signed a lease here.
No, I'll pay for it. Just move back. I can't have you go on living like this. Having gone through all of that video, Donnie, it really upset me.
How does it feel?
Yeah, familiar.
Well, I'll leave you to it and let me know if you need anything.
Thank you.
I like her mom. This is a great show. Mini-series.
I forgot to say I left a little something for you in the cupboard, along with a couple of bits and bobs I found while I was clearing out your room.
Thanks.
That is a fly jacket. Oh, that's the script for his... Oh, you went to go talk to him.
Hello?
Why? Closure?
I was wondering if I could come in.
Sure.
Careful, Donnie.
Like a cup of tea?
Oh my God, I've never seen two people consume drugs like them. Private school boys too. I mean, the amount of times I got people shagging in my bed was insane.
Where have you been?
Here and there. I'm sorry I disappeared.
We need to apologize to this.
Saw your video, by the way.
Oh yeah?
Oh, I thought it was brave. Really brave.
You know what you think?
Thank you.
What are we doing?
You should come back and work with me.
I'm holding judgment.
It won't be like last time.
I don't know. I'm sort of not really doing much anymore.
We're bringing Cottonmouth back for a reboot. Probably be terrible, but we're staffing up at this very moment.
No.
You'll be paid.
Say no.
I'd love that.
What? Wait, no. I don't understand. Why? I can't be the only person thinking, why the would you agree to anything with this? I guess there's another side of that, like, maybe reconcile some shit, but no, dude. Nah, Donnie. He feels relieved? What? I need an inner monologue right now. Cause, what? Compliments.
God. And there was this other time in the bar. I think you've got a great jawline. A lovely smile.
I don't even know if I still like him using her compliments and stuff like that. After everything that you've been through with her, this still feels like using her as a crutch to give yourself some type of, like, I get it, because this is definitely not a perfect character. Well, it's not even a character, it's based off himself, right? But, like, let that go. I don't know if this moment is supposed to make you feel like, oh, this is a beautiful, touching moment, but it's a little eerie. Like, why do you still need this from her? Let that go. It's like you're still, in a way, using her, and using her after she's been locked up. Donnie.
Fine, I fancy you, okay? I fancy you. There, I said it.
It's sweet, but no. Using this music making me feel all happy about it too.
Vodka Coke, please. A double. Thanks.
That's the thing I've always wondered, really. Why people meet, why people fall in love, that kind of thing. And I suppose that brings me to the baby reindeer thing, as I think you're probably wondering. Basically, I had this wee cuddly toy when I was young. Went with me everywhere. Earliest memory I have, I think, was Christmas time. This old photo of me.
Well, I do want to hear this.
And this baby reindeer beside me had big lips, huge eyes, and the cutest wee bum. I still have it to this day. It was the only good thing about my childhood. I'd hug it when they fought, and they fought a lot, you know. You are the spit of that reindeer. The same nose, same eyes, same cute wee bum. It means so much to me. You mean so much to me. I've got to go.
You okay? Yeah, sorry. It's 7:25. Oh yeah. Sorry, man. I think I've left my wallet at home. Don't worry about it. It's on me.
Kind of the same way she talked to him. And she was going through something, right? She walked into the bar, and she was going through something, and she needed something a little bit, and he was there for her. Offbeat, psychological. Yeah. I mean, Baby Reindeer all the way through was a fantastic watch. I've loved every second, even the parts where I was mad or hurt. You get to experience every emotion with this show. This is one of the greatest watches I've had. It's so crazy. I never heard about the show before you guys started mentioning it. Thank you for recommending it. Thank you, me, for being the random person I am that it's not even on my list of what I need to be watching. I'm just gonna watch it and see what's going on with it. And it was amazing. The acting was great. The character who played Martha was amazing. She was so good. Richard Gadd, which I believe is this dude, I mean, telling his own story, playing his own role, was great. And even through, they say, what's the saying? Turn lemons into lemonade. He turned that story, his pain, his struggle, into this beautiful story for people to be able to watch, digest, relate to, be able to express themselves to. Hopefully, this helped me. I'm sure this helped a lot of other people who are battling, self issues as well, or things that they haven't, not issues, things that we've just kept in the dark, or things like that we don't want to speak about. You feel a little more seen. You feel like there's other people going through things, and it shows like this really have a message, and it just helps overall. And he was not a perfect character throughout, and I love that he showed that about himself, that he was not perfect, that he had his flaws, and he up, and even he didn't realize it, but we know we're watching this in the hindsight of him making it. So obviously he's had a lot of time to reflect on different things that he went through, him, Martha, even with Terry and stuff like that. Terry moved on and had her happy relationship. In my mind, I'm gonna say him and Kelly back together or something like that, just to have a happy ending for me. I did love the touch at the end with the person at the bar saying this on the house, and how that kind of reflects what he did with her in that moment, especially after she expressed herself through the audio clipping, so that her life was a struggle as well. Just like now he's struggling. Great. Nothing else to add. I think we've expressed all the way through. If there's anything you guys want to share with me or whatever, let me know. But that's it for Baby Reindeer. It was a great show, and I'm excited to bring it to you all. All right. I'll see you guys in... We're going to finish Severance in, season 1 of Severance, and then I'm going to really start pushing out Black Sails and Hannibal. We're about to really, really go crazy with those, and I think I'm going to pick up another show. All right, well, I appreciate you all. That's a wrap for now. Maybe we'll run a poll on something I should watch. All right. Oh, we're watching Mayfair Witches, right? But we're going to give that a couple episodes. We're going to let that try to heat up. If it don't heat up, we're going to, you feel me? But I'll see you all in the next one. Appreciate y'all.